Hi guys, welcome to Colossus Mathematics class. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Alright, so in today's class we're talking about logic. Now this is more of definition class for the student of the progress school. So this is the furthermost topic called logic. Now in this class we'll be understanding what a statement is. We'll be understanding what we call negation, and then we'll be using the truth table. From there also, if time permits, we are going to go into compound statements. I get what I'm saying now. We are going to do the compound statement. So these are the few things that we are going to do today. Are you following now? All right. So the first thing you have to know is, what is a statement? What is a statement? Are we following? Now, a statement is a statement in a logical. So we say that a statement in a logical. So now we are defining a statement. So you should write. Are you following now? We said a statement in a logical context is a declaration of verbal or written that is either true or false. A statement in a logical context means a declaration, verbal or in written context, either true or false, but not both. That means a statement cannot be both true or false. A statement cannot be both true or false. Are you following now? Now, what is the truth? Under statement truth, we have what we call truth, and truth is represented by capital letter what? T. And then we have false, just like we do in English language, true or false. We also have it in further mass. So false is represented by what? By F. Are you following now? So if a statement is true, I get what I'm saying, a statement is said to be true. If a statement is true, then the negation will be false. Don't worry, I'll still define negation. I get what I'm saying. So if a statement is true, we would say that what? We represent it with C. And if it is false, we would represent it with what? With F. Are you seeing that now? Now, note this. They said a true statement is said to have a truth value, while a false statement is said to have a truth value F. A true value is having a value what? T, just like this T that I have here before, while a false value is having a truth value of what? F. That means the notation again. Are you following now? All right, so now let us see example of a statement. Are you seeing that? Let's see example of a statement first before we now look at the true or false part. I get what I'm saying now. So if you look at the following, let's look at this example. Number one, if I say that Nigerian is an African country, like Nigerian is an African country. Now if you look at this, we say Nigeria is an African country. Now look at this statement. Now you know that this is a statement. Nigeria is an African country is a statement, but is it true or false? I think, is this a true statement or a false statement? That is not what we are looking at here first. Here what we are looking at first is, what is a statement? I get what I'm saying. And we said that what a statement in a logical context is a what? Is a declaration, verbal or written. Are you seeing that now? Verbal or written, that is either true or false. If I say, look at this statement now, this particular statement. If you look at this particular statement now, this is a truth statement. I get what I'm saying. Why? Because Nigeria is what? Is an African country. Are you seeing that now? Now look at number 2 question. let's now say that Nigeria is an European country. Let's say I'm saying that Nigeria is an what? Is an European. Nigeria is an European country. Now, if you look at this now, you see it is still what? It is still a statement. But now it's having which truth value now? It's having a truth value what? F. Are you seeing that now? The truth value for this is T, while the truth value for this is what? Is F. Why? Because Nigeria is what? Is not an European country. Are you seeing that now? Nigeria is not what? Is not an European country. Nigeria is an African country. But what we are saying in essence is what? It is a statement. Are you seeing that now? Now you may be asking, how do I know if something is not a statement? I get what I'm saying. The way to know if something is not a statement is very easy. Very, very easy. You see, in general, note this. Write this note. In general, you see, anything that ends with question mark is not a statement. Anything that ends with what? Question mark is not a what? Is not a statement. Anything that ends with exclamation mark is what? Is not a statement. I think that command is not a statement. Expression of feeling is not a statement. Why? Because all these things I mentioned now, question mark is not, anything that ends with question mark is not a what? Is not a statement, because we cannot know whether it is true or false. Anything that ends with what? Exclamation mark. I get what I'm saying. Exclamation. I see. Exclamation mark. It is also what? It is also not a statement. I get what I'm saying now. Anything that has to be in form of question, exclamation, they are not a statement. Command is not a statement. We are going to see example on this. Command is not a statement. Then expression of feeling. Are you seeing that now? Is not a what? Is not a statement. Expression of feeling is also what? Is also not a statement. I get what I'm saying now. So all these that I mentioned now, they are what? They are not a statement. Now let's see example. Let's say I give an example like, what a lovely man. Look at this now. What a lovely man. I see. If I say what a lovely man, now look at this. In this case now, what a lovely man. Now what we end this thing, you see, is an exclamation mark. I see that now. Oh, what a lovely man. It is not a statement. I get what I'm saying. It is not a word. It is not a statement. Who is he? Look at this one. Who is he? Who is he? Is not a question. I seen that. Who is he? It is not a question. Look at this one too. If I think of my family, if I think of my family, it is also what? It is also not a statement. If I think of what? Of my family, is not a what? Is not a statement. Are you seeing that now? Look at another one. Another thing you have to note. I already told you that exclamation mark, question mark, questions, things that end with like they are in form of question. All these are not what? Are not statements. I get what I'm saying now. They are not statements. So now we use letters to denote a statement. I get what I'm saying. We use letter to what? To denote a statement. I get what I'm saying. We use letter what? To denote a statement. Now you may be asking, why is it that all these ones that I listed there, why is it that I said they are not a statement? Why? Because we do not know if they are what? They are true or false. We cannot assign whether they are true or false. Are you seeing that now? We do not know whether they are true or what? Or false. But look at the example, like, let me say example like Taiwo. Let me say Taiwo is let me say Taiwo is a great leader. If I say Taiwo is a what? Is a great leader. Taiwo is a what? Is a great leader. Now, you can see this is a statement. Why? Because I have to now verify if truly Taiwo is a what? Is a great leader or a bad leader. If you look at the example of what we did here too, Nigeria is an African country. I need to verify, is it true or what? Or false. Are you following what I'm saying now? So that is just the difference between what? Statement and not a statement. I get what I'm saying now. All right. So now let's look at what we call negation. I get what I'm saying. Well, let's look at what we call what? Negation. Now, but before I do that, now note. We shall use letters to denote statement. We shall use letters to denote what? Statement. We use letter to denote what? Statement. So like if I say Nigeria is an African country, I can say P. Nigeria is what? Is an African. Let me write that very well. Nigeria is what? Is an African country. Now you can see. So if this is P, now under negation, this is what is taking me to negation now. I get what I'm saying. This is taking us to what we call negation. Now, what is negation? Given a statement P, if P is a what? Is a statement. I get what I'm saying. Don't forget, I said we represent statements with letters. So if P is a statement, the negation of P, which is denoted like this, the negation of P, I get what I'm saying, is the inverse. I get what I'm saying. So if P is a statement, the negation of P means not a statement. Do you get that now? If P is a what? Is a statement, the negation of P means not a statement. Are you following that now? If P is a statement, the negation of P means not a statement. And what does that imply? That implies that if I say that what? Nigeria is what? Is an African country. That means the negation of P will be what? Nigeria is not an African country. The negation of P will be what? Nigeria is what? Is not an African country. Are you following that now? So this is what negation simply means. It is like the inverse of what? Of your statement. I get what I'm saying. So if P is true, then the inverse is what? False. If P is false, the inverse is what? True. And that will now take us to what we call the truth table. The truth table is always like this. We have the P and we have the negation of what? Of P. I get what I'm saying. So if P is true, the negation will be what? False. And if P is false, the negation will be what? True. Do we understand this now? This is what we call the what? The truth table. This is what we call what? The truth table. So you must be able to use what? The truth table. Are you following that now? So I hope you understand what I am trying to say in this place. All right. So now let's look at example. Let's look at example. Now look at this example. If I say if, look at this example. If 3 plus 4, if 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. I get what I'm saying. If P, let's represent it as P. If P is, let's say this is a statement, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Are you saying that now? What will be the negation? The negation of P here. The negation of P will be what? 3 plus 4 is not equal to what? 7. Are you seeing that now? The negation will be what? 3 plus 4 is not equal to what? 7. Are you seeing that now? So, and you know that this is the what? This is the truth statement. This one here is the truth, and this is the what? The false. Because 3 plus 4 is what? Is 7. I get what I'm saying. 3 plus 4 is what? Is 7. Do you understand now? So that is what this means. I get what I'm saying now. So if we say another one, let's look at a statement. If I say Abuja is the capital of Nigeria, Abuja is the capital of Nigeria. Abuja is the what? Is the capital. So let this one be, let's represent with Q now. Let's say Abuja is the capital of Nigeria. Abuja is the capital of Nigeria. Are you seeing that? What will be the negation of Q? The negation of Q will be what? Abuja is not a capital of what? Nigeria. Are you seeing that? That will be what? Abuja is not a capital of Nigeria. Are you seeing that now? And we know that this is the word, this is the true, and this is the word, the false. Are you seeing that now? Now, it is not always between true and false alone. Don't forget, under the truth table, I said if P is true, then the negation is what? Is false. If P is false, then the negation is what? Is true. So like for example, if I say 2 times 3, let's say this is Q. Let's call this statement T. 2 times 3 is equal to 9. I see. What will be the negation of Q now? The negation of Q will be what? The negation of Q will be what? 2 times 3. I see. 2 times 3 is not equal to what? 9. You don't need to write the correct answer. You just need to follow the negation statement thing. I get what I'm saying now. So these are how to understand what we call statement, negation, and the what? The truth table. I get what I'm saying. This is the what? I get what I'm saying. You know, now we've been able to talk about what is statement. We said a statement in a logical context is a what? Is a declaration, verbal or written, that is either true or what? Or false. I get what I'm saying. We said a statement is either true or what? Or false. We've been able to denote that, and we said when it is true, it takes the truth value what? T, and when it is false, it takes the truth value what? F. Do you get that context now? And we said words that are like questions, exclamations. I get what I'm saying. Words that are questions, exclamations, they are not what? They are not a statement. I get what I'm saying. Command, expression of feeling, they are not a statement. Are you saying that now? But then we now move on to what? Negation. I get what I'm saying. And we said this sign denote what? Negation. Are you following? The sign denote what? Negation. And we say if P is true, then the negation is what? Is false. If P is false, then the negation is what? Is true. Are you following that now? All right. So let me give you assignment. Let me give you assignment so that you can also be able to do this. So my first assignment for you is to write 5 statements. Write 5 statements and assigned. Write 5 statements and what? And assign a truth value on it. Write 5 statements and assign a truth value. Write 5 statements and assign a truth value. A truth value. Don't forget, truth value can be what? True or false. Truth value can be true or false. So like the example I gave that time, Nigeria is an African country. The truth value is what? Is T. Why? Because it is true. I get what I'm saying now. And assign a truth value. Assign a truth value on them. I get what I'm saying. Then the number 2 question. I get what I'm saying. The number 2 question is to write. Number 2 question is now you now write 5 statements. Write another 5 statements. Write 5 statements and its negation. Write 5 statements and its negation. Are you seeing that? Now let me show you an example of this assignment. These two. The first assignment is you write 5 statements and you assign the truth value, like this particular one that I did here. Yes, you can see here I said Nigeria is an African country. What's the truth value? T. Nigeria is not an African country. What's the truth value? F. But I don't mean you write this together now in your first question. You see now this one, it can also be in form of what? In form of P, and negation of what? Of P. Are you seeing that now? So that is the assignment. So in our next class, I'll be talking about compound statements. I'll be talking about conditional statements, converse, inverse, and contrapositive statement. All right, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. The student of the Progress College, do well to submit your assignment to the right channel, and I'll be there to mark your assignment. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you.